Welcome to the newcomers call.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So we'll get started shortly. Let's wait and see if others will also join, and we can get started then. Maybe during that time you can introduce yourself. And
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. So I am Junaid Ansari. I am a sophomore engineering student in Rajasthan, India, and I love some of the technologies. I have interest are Kubernetes and Docker, and so I am just hoping to contribute more in this organization in the area of like cloud native fields.
Nice. That's really great. Have you had the chance to look at some of the links shared in the meeting minutes? I just shared a link to the meeting minutes in the chat. So there are learning paths where you can learn about service meshes, and there are also a couple of tutorials that have also been uploaded onto YouTube. You can also request for a particular tutorial in a form, and there is a discuss forum where you can ask questions, as well as a community handbook that you can use to navigate around different projects and across the community.
Okay.
I think I took over the mic from Anita. Anita, would you like to continue with the meeting?
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, hello, Janet. Sorry, I might pronounce that wrong. Don't beat me. Hello, Dipayan and Vedant. Sorry. Okay, I think I just allow you guys make an introduction so I don't insult you or your names. So please do a quick intro and tell us a bit about yourself. While we wait for a few more persons to join the call, yeah, you don't have to unmute yourself if you don't want to. You can drop your introduction in the chat. We'll look at that as well.
Yeah, so am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Great. Yeah. So hey everyone, I am Dipayan Mukherjee, a junior from Calcutta, India, and I'm pretty new to this cloud native domain. And I have taken up a few issues of the repository, and I'm working on them currently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to contribute more and get involved in the community more and more. So that's it.
Awesome. So have you actually looked at some of the resources in the newcomers channel? I'm sure someone must have dropped a few, like the membership form. Have you all of those?
Yeah, I filled in the form. I was also checking out the Layer5 YouTube channel. There are like the recording of the previous meets and everything, and they were pretty useful to get started with, I would say. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm still like going through everything, and like yeah.
Great. There's so much that you can find on the YouTube channel. I don't think so many persons actually know that yet, but there's so much you can find on our YouTube channel that becomes really, really handy. I found out recently too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for joining the community.
Yeah.
Okay, Vedant, you want to give a quick intro?
I guess like Vedant has been here for a while now, so
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You might have also seen Vedant, like when you join the community, he'll be saying hi to everyone. So
okay,
hi,
well, it's good to have you join the call, even if it's not your first time. You're welcome. All right, let's get to it already. So we're going to be simultaneously hosting this call. So I'll be doing the presentation, whereas a vendor will be doing the presenting the slides, because I can't do that right now, so bear with me. Yes, so on today's call, this meeting takes place every Thursday by this time, but it happens that it was adjusted by 1 hour due to the daylight time change. Yeah, I am still getting used to that. I think I dropped the reminder quite earlier today. So during this call, we discussed almost everything and anything. Talk about the community, give you a walkthrough on all that happens in the community, from the project to the resources that will help you get started.
I think your voice is breaking, or is it only me?
Yeah, Anita, like your voice is breaking. I think Anita has some issues with her internet.
Internet issues.
Okay, okay. So what Anita was mentioning was that like Layer5 has a lot of projects. Oh, okay. But first, let me just introduce myself. I'm Nandu. I'm a software engineer here at Layer5, and I've been involved in the community for a while now. So like, let me try to help you navigate through the community and also answer any questions that you have. So yep. So I hope like everyone has filled in the newcomers form. So if you fill in the newcomers form, you'll have access to all the community resources, and you will have access to the community drive, and you can also sign up for the community calendar as well. And as you can see in the meeting minutes, there are some links to external resources, like for example the Layer5 learning paths. So what the learning path is it basically walks you through uh, deploying service meshes and working with service meshes through Meshery. So basically we have these two courses, and the one is an introduction course and another is a more hands-on and experienced course. So the best way to start with service meshes and to learn what Meshery is and what service meshes are and how it all fits together, what you can do is you can uh, you can follow this learning path, and like and this is still pretty new, so like if you run into hiccups, feel free to report it back to us as well. And yeah, so we as Anita mentioned before, the Layer5 YouTube channel is a good place to go and learn things. So there are definitely a lot of resources of the talks we have given, and the mainly like we have given talks at almost every KubeCon and DockerCon. So there are talks in all of these playlists, and we also give some one-off talks at other conferences, and we also have some CNCF webinars. So so basically like this is a good place to get started, and you can like we just recently had a CNCF webinar on Meshery, so you can also check that out as well. And yep. So like I just wanted to point out that there are a lot of resources for newcomers, and you can readily get to them. And we also have a discuss forum. So if you haven't already signed up for an account on the discuss forum, you can do so. Like so the discuss forum is a good place to jump in and uh, yeah, thanks, Vedant. Yeah. So the discuss forum is a good place to. I think there are some issues. So the discuss forum is a good place to jump in and ask questions and go through existing questions, and you can find answers. And there will be people who are there who will definitely help you out. And yeah, so there are a couple of other things as well, like uh, we have some a lot of projects across different areas. Like most of the projects we work on are Golang based, so that you might have known that, like, because most cloud native projects use Golang these days. So most of our core projects are written in Golang, and we also have JavaScript, React, and other front-end libraries like Jekyll and Gatsby used across the front end as well. So there are definitely areas for everyone to get involved, or even if you are interested more on the CI/CD DevOps side of things, there are definitely projects and workflows we use. We use uh, that you can get involved. So yeah, I think Anita is back,
Yes.
and yes.
Okay,
So
sorry.
Anita.
I apologize for that.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
so where was
I
I?
was just talking about some of the resources that we have, and yeah, like some of the different areas that people can get involved. So you can continue from there.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you. So if you look at the next topic, which is overview of the Layer5 website project, we have quite a number of websites. Yeah, we have most of them run on Jekyll. Like if you look at the Mesh project, runs on Jekyll, and there are like several ways you can get yourself contributing to the Mesh project. Also, Jekyll is not so much of a complex, tool to get started with. You just need a few tips and then you'll be good with that. You just need a basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and how JavaScript or Python works, and how to use Git, of course. And you can contribute to all of the projects that run on Jekyll. And then you can look at the Meshry docs if you want to find out more about the project Meshry. I would advise that's the best place you go to. It has all the directions on installing Meshry down to what Meshry is all about, and Meshry's architecture, and anything you need to know about Meshry generally. You can find it on the docs. You can also contribute to this document, and that would you can also look at a quick start on how to contribute to this guide at the overview right there. So that is about the Mesh project. And then next, you're going to see the Service Mesh Performance website, which is also another project within the Layer5 community. If you want to find out more about that, you can also check out the website. And if you need to get started on this project, either by contributing, check out the GitHub repositories and ask the maintainers for a little help. You can also reach out to Meshmate. I'm sure they'll be helpful in that aspect as well. And then the Get Nighthawk website, which is also a budding project within the Layer5 community. And I always advise the best place to get started when you're new to a community is to, jump into the fresh or the newly developed project, because it will help you understand the project better as it grows over time. And also, this is a very exciting project with so many places that you can get your hands, busy with. So you should check out this project. The website has so much that can be done in, and you can also find out more about what the Nighthawk project is all about using the project design doc, which is right next to the link right here. And finally, the only project within the Layer5 community that you probably see that runs on a different language is the Layer5 website itself, which runs on Gatsby, which is very similar to React. So if you're good at React, you're good to go with this one. You don't have to, crack your head about it. You can find anything you need to know about the Layer5 community on this website. So you can see that we have quite a number of projects. If you want to find out how many projects are going on within Layer 5 community, if you check out the navigation, you'll see all of the projects listed out there. And you'll see the best place projects to get your hands busy in. And we also have learning resources from the courses to take within the Layer 5 down to practice labs that you can get your hands busy in, and several other books and recordings within the Layer 5 just to help you, get your hands better on understanding service meshes and actually managing them with our project. So you can find out more about this, checking the learn section on the navigation. And then if you check the community, you're going to see everything about the community. Yeah, from our members profile, we actually have a page where we list out the profiles of each member that comes within the Layer 5 community, because we want to remember you why you contribute to the community. And we also have badges available for each member that actually contributes to a project. So if you're consistent with your contributions to any project, you stand a chance to earn a badge while you're contributing. And that is a very big recognition within the Layer 5 community. You can check out all of this. Yes, just like this person's profile, you can see that the badges are listed out there, all that he was able to earn. And if you want to understand more about the Layer 5 community as well, you can check out the community handbook, which is also, yes, you can check out the community handbook and you find out more about this. And we also have internship programs that go on in the Layer 5 community, quite a number of those actually. If you want to be a part of these internship programs, or you're looking forward to landing an internship in Layer 5 community, I'd advise to check out our mentorship programs and see which one is the best fit for you. We have participated in quite a number of those, and we're looking forward to participating in more. So even if you're not on the technical end of your career, you can also make contributions within the Layer 5 community, and those contributions can be either by improving our documentations or bringing your blogs to be published on the Layer 5 community. So we have a blog kitchen channel within the Slack. You must have come across that. You can join that channel and make a quick introduction and bring your suggested topic, so we can write blog posts towards that and publish on the website. That is also a great way you can contribute to the Layer 5 community. And then moving forward, if you check down, you're going to see our hands-on tutorials. We have quite a list of tutorials that have been published on the lee-calcote site, and these are particularly focused that needs to be learned about meshery and service meshes. So if you want to understand that, you can also check out the lee-calcote link that is provided in the meeting minutes under hands-on tutorials. Those are actually useful guides to help you better understand what exactly these service meshes we keep talking about in Layer 5 are all about.
Did we lose Anita?
On helping you get started with Layer 5 projects. And you can find this on the Newcomers channel. I'm sure this link was shared here much earlier, but you can also see it on the meeting minutes right there. If you want to learn on how to get started with Gatsby, or how to contribute to meshery, or any of the projects within the Layer 5 community, you can find recordings that have been recorded from this Newcomers call as well as other calls, but they're all focused on just helping you improve your knowledge.
Anita, I think we lost you.
Yep. She isn't audible anymore.
Okay. Yep. So I'll take over. So what Anita was mentioning was about the hands-on tutorials. So if you are familiar with other CNCF projects, you must have seen Katakoda Labs. So basically what Katacoda Labs are is they provide an interactive environment which you can use. So basically you have a terminal and you have a certain set of steps, and you can just walk through Meshery without having to install anything on your system, and you can learn about these things. So that is what the interactive terminal is, and the interactive labs are. So you can definitely check this out, and that will help you get familiar with what Meshery does, and how it fits in the service mesh ecosystem. And yeah, so there is also a project overview. There's a project overview, so which basically showcases all the Layer 5 projects. And yep, so you can check this out as well and find a project that is of interest to you. So it is divided as front-end projects, back-end projects, and there are even dedicated repos for different adapters that Meshery uses. So yeah, even if your interest is particular to say something like WebAssembly, we have projects that focus on building WebAssembly filters and using it in Envoy VMs. So basically, yeah, you can find any project. I'm sure you will find projects that are aligned with your interest, and yep, definitely check this out. So back to you, Anita.
Yes, thank you. All right, so like Navenda pointed out, you can also look at our repository overview and see all of the GitHub repositories for the projects going on within the Layer 5 community. So if you're on the front end or either the back end or DevOps, whichever aspect your skill set is in, you can look at the repository overview and look for places to get your hands busy. And just a quick reminder, Layer 5 project spans across 4 GitHub orgs currently. So whichever one you're currently contributing to, it's all fine. You're still contributing to the Layer 5 community. So if you keep on with that, you definitely be recognized as a member of the Layer 5 community. So it doesn't matter which aspect or which of the organizations you focus your attention on. All of these are all under the Layer 5 community. So moving forward, we're going to be looking at, please back to the meeting minutes. Okay. Now, just one quick thing. We're supposed to have a demo, but we had that last week. We're not going to have one today. So I'll skip that part. But then you should also join our meetings, our newcomers meetings, because we often have demos from the community just to help you get started. And you wouldn't want to miss that. We also have playlists on our YouTube channels, like mentioned earlier. Most of our calls are recorded, and we put this as our treasures on the YouTube channel. So if you need anything from the previous calls that have occurred that you probably missed, you can always refer back to the Layer 5 YouTube playlist and check which dates that you need information on, and you can always find the recording on that. And if you haven't already, please do well to subscribe to our meeting, our calendar, so you get reminded whenever a meeting comes up within the Layer 5 community. And also, if you check the top of this this minute, you're going to see links to our social media handles, and yes, please do well to follow and share and tag us on content relating to the community. Would really appreciate that. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media, both LinkedIn and Twitter handles. And if you're looking for quick issues to get started in, we have the help wanted issues that are listed out here. You might think most of them are already assigned, but then if you see any issue that hasn't been assigned, do want to drop a comment underneath, and a maintainer will definitely assign that to you. And yeah, that is just about a quick talk around Layer 5 projects. If you have any questions right now, please do well to ask. So it doesn't have to be a question. If you have a suggestion on how to improve our calls or the community, any thoughts at all to, help the project grow or help yourself grow, I would definitely appreciate that. I've been speaking for quite some time.
I think like Vedant mentioned that Junaid had some questions. Junaid, you can feel free to ask it here. Like I'll try to answer. We'll try to answer those.
Yeah. So I had questions regarding like how to start in DevOps field. Like I know a bit of in DevOps field, Docker and Kubernetes, and in programming languages I know like C, C++, and Java and Python. So how can I start in this, like contribute in layer 5?
Yeah, like if your interest is more on the backend and DevOps, like we have a couple of GitHub Actions. So is that the sort of thing that you are looking for, or are you more interested in working in Golang?
I don't understand what were you like. What are that actions?
So you know GitHub Actions, right? Like so Meshery has wait. So Meshery has some GitHub Actions for that basically uses Meshery CLI in a CI/CD pipeline. So if you are interested in DevOps, I think that there are a couple of open issues here. So you can check these out definitely. So this will be like pretty easy issues to get started with, I guess. And like you can look into those as well. Like if you are more interested in DevOps. We also have a build and release meeting, Meshery build and release meeting that is later today. So I guess it is on. So yeah, it is at 11:30 p.m. IST. So you can join this meeting. So we'll be talking about how we do our build and release and things related to that. So that is also a good place to jump in if you are interested in DevOps. But if you are more interested in like the backend side of things, like since you already have background in C++ and Java, then you should be able to pick up Golang. So Golang is the programming language that we mostly use in Layer 5. So the Go programming language. So what you can do is you can jump into the Meshery repository and you can look for issues tagged with Meshery CTL. So Meshery CTL is the CLI for Meshery. So there are open issues for Meshery CTL. So that is a good place to jump in and start contributing with Golang. So there are a couple of easy issues that you can easily pick up and try to fix. I hope that helps.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Like one doubt I also had that what are the basically projects in under this organization? Like I want to have a glimpse of the list of the projects so I can see what excites me more.
Yeah, so there is this document that we mentioned earlier called the repository overview. So you can check this for like a detailed information on what all the projects are, all the repositories are. But to get an overview, like we have a projects page in the Layer5 website. So the broad set of projects that we work on. We mainly work on the Meshery project and the service mesh performance projects. Both of these projects are CNCF sandbox projects. And we also have a couple of other smaller projects like Nighthawk and Image Hub And there are a couple more other projects that are related to these, so you can definitely take a look at these places and you can figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Okay. If you probably remember a question that you're unable to ask right now, you can always drop it in the Slack channel or the Discuss forum, of course. Just reach out to Imeshme to give you a better guide on that, or you can ask it in the general channel and someone will definitely give you an answer or response for that. So if there are no questions, I also want to point out that tomorrow we're going to be having our general community meeting. And I don't think you want to miss that because every single person in the community is going to be present in that meeting. And it's usually fun because we talk about the community growth, make the major announcements in the community and everything that happens generally within the Layer 5 community with very little talk about our code. So you don't want to join that meeting, don't miss out on that. I'll also drop a reminder in the Slack channel if you haven't subscribed to the calendar yet. Okay, on that note, thanks to everyone for joining this meeting. Thank you, Navenda, for doing the honor of sharing the screen for me. Thank you all for joining today's meeting. I think we have extra hours to ourselves then, extra minutes to ourselves then.
Thank you, Anita. I'll see you guys in the community. Bye.
Okay. All right then. Bye, everyone.